Hey everyone, this is Rod. Hope you're doing well out there. I know we're still in the middle of this COVID virus, so we're trying to get through this. So I tried to, because of which I wanted to create a fun list for you just to kind of take the stress off you a little bit. So today I'm going to talk about top things, the top changes that we're going to have because of the COVID virus. And the reason why I create this list is because when you listen to experts talking, it's almost like a doom and gloom. You know, the world is never going to be the same, and life will not be the same as we know it. You know, that kind of thing, which is a kind of a doom thing. And the stuff they say, I don't really know if it's true or not, and it's more about us than about their prediction. And I'll talk about that at the end of the video as a last thought to leave you with. But basically, I wrote this list. I wrote it down here because I just want to have fun with you. Okay, so I wrote 10 items and 10 reasons that our lives are going to change because of the COVID virus. I'm just having fun, and I have a bonus one. Okay, and I have a video at the end I'll show you. So we'll see what you think of the video. So number one, people will think twice before they shake hands with you. They're going to be very hesitant about shaking hands. They may look you up and down and see if you're disgusting, if you have germs, or whatever it is, but they'll be a little bit hesitant shaking hands. So try not to be offended if somebody doesn't want to shake your hands, but it's to be expected. Okay. Number two, do you know 12% of people wash their hands before they eat? Just 12%. So my prediction, a change, is that more people are going to wash their hands before they eat. You're going to see people pulling out hand sanitizers in restaurants. You're going to see people going to the bathroom first to wash their hands, and then they can come sit down to eat. But the point is, that's going to raise. More people are going to wash their hands before they eat. Number three, people are going to wash their hands longer. The average time that people wash their hands is going to be longer. So there's a suggestion between 20 and 30 seconds. So you're going to be in the restroom, and your longest line is going to be waiting behind the guy washing his hands because he's going to use his full 20 or 30 seconds. Okay. Number four, people will continue to keep their distance, you know, the 6 feet distance. My prediction is they may not exactly stay with the 6 feet, but they're going to be respectful and keep like a distance. They're not going to let you touch them. They're going to move out of your way. So it's going to be a little dance where you guys are going down the aisleway and they're just going to try to get out of your way. So people continue to keep their distance. Number five, and I like this one, people will be more respectful to one another. I can see they're going to share the love, be respectful. And the reason why is because the one thing about the coronavirus is bringing us together. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter how rich you are. It doesn't matter what your culture is, famous, not famous. We're all experiencing this coronavirus in our own way. So, and so we're sharing our moments, our experiences together. So this brings us close together, and it helps us to respect. We're learning more about one another's, you know, and it helps us to respect what people are going through and how people are suffering and how people are trying to triumph through this. So yeah, we're in this together. Number six. This is going to be a hard one for me. Number six is a hard one for me, which is people will no longer go to work sick. And I struggle with that one because that's one of the things I've done in the past. You know, if I've been a little bit sick, I've gone to work anyway. You know, I just didn't think it was a big deal. And part of the reason is because, you know, I felt like I was being tough. I was toughing it out, so I'm going to go to work sick. And another part of me was like a little bit of guilt. You know, I don't want somebody covering for me, you know, when I can still do it. You know, maybe not be 100%, but I can still do it. But those days are over. People will not go to work sick anymore. And that's a good thing. Number seven, and I like this one too. You know, we've noticed that we've had people on the front lines, and we've had some new people on the front lines that surprised us. But we're aware that doctors on the front lines, first responders, the police, of course, fire departments, veterinarians, nurses. We know about those folks. But there's this really courageous group, which is people in the retail stores, people in these grocery stores. They're rocking it. They're showing up. They're brave. And they're just doing their thing. And so there's a new, I just feel there's going to be a new respect for this type of group. And I'm so grateful for that, excited for them. And my hope is that they make more money than what they do, because without them, we couldn't get our food. Without them, food wouldn't get stocked. So it just shows the value and how much we need them. Okay, number 8, and I've been guilty of this, and this is embarrassing, but you will not see people coughing and sneezing without covering their mouth properly, which is you do it in the sleeve there. And I know my wife has gotten on me before the virus, but it's gotten on me about, cover your mouth, because I would sneeze and I would turn my head, or I sneeze and sneeze into my hand a little bit, and I think that was enough. But we learned that that's not enough. So you won't see people doing that anymore. Number 9, this is a good one for me too. Restaurant people. One thing I used to hear about restaurant people is that before the coronavirus, before they shut this stuff down, is that sometimes they complained that people would come in, they would wait on them, give them good service, bring their drinks, answer their every beck and call, and then when they leave, these folks wouldn't leave them a tip, which I don't really understand that mindset. But I think that now that restaurants are closed, because that's my favorite thing to do. Me and my wife, date night, we go to a restaurant. Just sit there and somebody makes us good food, and somebody brings us food and brings our drinks. I appreciate it. I always tip because I appreciate it. It's a service they're providing. But I think we're going to be more appreciative as these restaurants open up, that when we go to the restaurants and we see our servers, we're going to be more appreciative of them, and we're going to tip them more. So, okay, number 10. This is going to be a good one. So, I created a short video. I'm going to show it to you. I think it's 20 or 30 seconds that will explain what this one is. Okay.
Jerry, tonight you in it for a real treat. I'm personally going to prepare the dinner for you and my Audrey.
Do you know that 40% of people don't wash their hands when they come out of the bathroom? 40% of people. So moving forward, the big change that we're going to see because of this COVID virus is that you're not going to see people come out of the bathroom without washing their hands. You will not see that anymore. I have a bonus one for you. You know how they have Teacher's Day and Donut Day and Boss's Day? They have all those things. Well, my prediction, a change is going to be moving forward. That once we get through this coronavirus period, they're going to have a COVID-19 Day once a year. Just an acknowledgement. And I don't know what it's going to look like. Maybe people are wearing masks, or maybe people are wearing gloves, or there's some sort of appreciation for the sacrifices that people went through. First responders, nurses, doctors, police, firemen, everyone, people in our grocery stores, ourselves, how we went through it. There's some memory how it brought us together. I think we'll have a day like that where we'll always remember what we went through and how we endured and how we got through this. I have a final thought for you. I had mentioned earlier that, we have experts. The reason why I wanted to do this video, I wanted to make it fun for you, but we have experts talking about, things will never be the same, and it's almost this doom and gloom thing, and they could be right. I don't know. But, what I would like to think is this, is that it's more dependent upon us and what we do, citizens, than what our experts say, and I think our experts are guessing what we'll do. So what I think, one of the industries that are suffering the most are the hospitality industry, which is like hotels, restaurants, those kind of industries. And if we could, as citizens, those of us who can do it, as things open up, if we can just safely, whether we keep our distance, whether we continue to wash our hands, sanitize, where we wear masks if we feel that that's appropriate, but if we can just get out there and spend money. I know I saw statistics not too long ago that people are afraid to get out there, and I understand that because we're on the same boat. But if we can, those of us who have the money to spend, I'm not talking about rich, I'm just talking about those who have the money to spend. If we can just get back to doing what we were doing, going to the restaurants, going to the movies once those open up, just spending money so that people can get back to work. because I think the sooner that we do that, then the sooner people get back to work. The sooner people get back to work, the sooner they can spend money, then the sooner that we get our economy together. That's my thoughts on it anyway. So anyway, thanks for listening. And as I talked to you before, we're all in this together. So just stay strong, keep pushing forward, and eventually we'll get through this.